Hey guys, what is up? It's First2Weeks, and we have a ton of more buried info. I did not think we'd be making this video because I did not think they'd give us this much more information. I knew they'd give us like this little clip at the end of the replacer video or something like that to just a little bit more for buried, but it is just completely packed with tons and tons of information that we have not seen yet. So we're just going to do this like before, and it's like 22 seconds long, but I'm going to be pausing a lot of it because there's no way I can explain it in 22 seconds because there's just tons and tons of stuff just one after another. So let's get started and let's look at this video. Alright, and now we have our first new character. She is some sort of a ghost, as we're going to see in a few seconds here. She did change windows, so depending on what you're doing, maybe she changes windows and stuff, because the first time we saw her in a window, like just previously to this, that little tiny clip of video that did play, she was in a big circular window. Now she's in a more rectangular window, which is up higher on the building as well. So maybe depending on what you're doing, or just kind of like a timing thing, just based on the amount of time that's passed, she'll be in a different part. Maybe it's how far you're going around and stuff like that. And we're going to see a lot more on her later, but I just want to point out that she does move around in the building, so that's kind of interesting, and that probably is going to play a part in how she comes into the gameplay. The good old blue mystery box is back. And you can tell it's right there, right behind the corner. We can't see it, but you can tell it's right there because the light is pretty wide there. So maybe this is the first spawn. If there is a first consistent spawn in this map, maybe there's not. Maybe it just spawns randomly, just depending on how they decided to make the map. But this is definitely one of the spawns that's here, so if you're going to find this area, this is one of the possible spawns. And although we do have the blue light, it's probably still going to be difficult to find the box unless there's a different method of finding it, because you can't just look up into the sky and tell, okay, the mystery box is there on that direction because the blue light's shining right there. But maybe there's a few spots on the map where you can kind of look up through some sort of a skylight or something, just some big opening in the roof. But it is underground, so it's going to be difficult to find those spots if they do even exist in the first place. Actually, you are going to see I'm a little mistaken here. It is farther in the background than I thought, because I don't know what happened, but when the video got darker, all of a sudden the blue mystery box in the background just started sticking out more. It just got brighter, actually. I don't understand that. I'm guessing the people who made the video edited it so that it looks like it's just getting bright in the background, just kind of a last-second little clue there to show you that the blue mystery box is back there. Kind of strange to me, but everything else I said about the mystery box should still be true. Alright, and now we have our next look at the ghost lady I mentioned before. She is extremely easy to kill while she's inside that mansion, while she's still inside the gates of that mansion. He does have a pack gun, but she's still very, very easy to kill. I have a feeling once she does get out of that mansion, if she does get out of that mansion, outside the gates of it that is, she's going to become much, much harder to kill and much more of a pain, because right here it's basically just nothing. There's just this ghost lady that's added just so you can just kill her in like 1 second flat. She doesn't do anything to you as far as we can tell. And I have a feeling once she gets out of that mansion, it's going to be a much, much bigger pain. Alright, and now we have the very familiar Juggernaut perk in this little alleyway of death here. I mean, basically it's just a really narrow little alleyway here, and it looks like there's one way in, one way out, just the same way you came. Maybe there are other alleyways perpendicular to it right next to Juggernaut, but we can't see from this angle. It's very difficult to see. So you're not going to want to go in here without Juggernaut and try to buy Juggernaut when you have a ton of zombies following you, because you're not even going to get that perk for like a few seconds after you actually purchase it, and you'll just go down with the perk not even being activated yet, but you still paid for it. So that will be really annoying if that happens. Alright, and I've already talked about the Ray Gun Mark II from my previous video. There's nothing new in this video compared to that video that shows us anything different about the Ray Gun Mark II, so I'm not going to go over it again. If you want to know more about that, go to my previous video. And there is something more important, though, in this little clip that I paused it on. There is a workbench, I think, on the left-hand side, because you can see that blueprint that's blue over there on top of the workbench. I think it's a workbench. It really looks like a workbench, but it's just so dark and so hard to tell. I'm not 100% sure on this. But I believe we will be using workbenches like this again, and we will be building more mechanisms to try to assist us like we have in basically every main zombies map. We've done it in Transit, we've done it in Die Rise, we've done it in Model of the Dead, so why not in this map as well? Alright, and now we get another look at the new character I showed you guys in the last video. He is actually a giant. We did not see that coming. We just really hadn't seen him next to any other people, really. We just saw him in his cage over there. We did not see him outside his cage whatsoever. And so, yeah, he's a giant. You can tell just even from the shot right here. You'll be able to see it later on a lot more clearly as well. But right here you can even see there's the one character in the background there who got in the cage somehow. And I don't think he would just wait there patiently just to all of a sudden charge out at one random moment. I have a feeling there's a way to get in the back of the cage, or some other way to get into the cage to let him out from the inside of the cage. And let's take more of a look at this guy to see what he can do. Alright, first things first, he's hungry and he's going to eat a big bowl of sweets, basically, just a big bowl of candy. And so basically we have to feed him this in a certain amount of time, I'm sure. Otherwise, if we don't feed him within a certain amount of time, he's not only going to not help us, but he's also going to try to hurt us doing whatever he's going to do, whether it's like something like Bruce or it's like on perk machines, or whether he just comes straight at us and just tries to kill us. Either way, though, something bad is going to happen if you do not feed him in time. And yeah, as you're going to see in a second here, he just has this ridiculous, powerful attack on these zombies that just, there's no way they can back up from that. So it's definitely insta-kill as far as I can tell here. I don't think there's any way they would make that not insta-kill. So as long as you're feeding him enough, I'm sure you have to feed him over and over again. It's not just going to be a one-time thing. As long as you feed him enough, he'll probably help you and be an insta-kill weapon as well, so that'd be really cool. And we're also going to see something else that's really interesting in a second here. Alright, and now we also have the new boss zombie as well. It's not bad enough we have the ghost lady who's going to be a potential threat to us. It's not bad enough we have the giant who's going to be a potential threat to us. We're also going to have the giant zombie, which will definitely be a threat to us. There's no way he's not going to be a threat to us, I don't think. But the thing is, I think if we have the giant on our side, it's going to be more of a giant on giant battle, and our giant will take care of him with our problem every time. Otherwise, I have a feeling it's going to be an issue to take him down. It's going to be a pretty big issue to take that big of a zombie down. So I mean, we'll see how it goes and if there's some sort of special way to take him down other than just shooting at him, because it kind of feels like when you're in campaign and it's like bullets can't damage the vehicle, it feels like it's in the same way where it's just too big where you can't make much of a dent with anything really with as far as just standard weapons. So I think it's going to be something more, just some special way to kill him if you don't even have the giant, which is, maybe you can't kill him if you don't have the giant, which I don't know, it might be a little too tough, but you never know, we'll see. Alright, yeah guys, that is the entire video, all 22 seconds of it, and yeah, there's definitely a lot to go over as you can tell, because we're at like the 7-minute mark right now, or so, somewhere around there at least. But yeah, I mean, there's so much to go over, so I felt like it was definitely worth doing a video on. Hopefully you guys felt the same way, hopefully you guys felt it was worthwhile as well. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, and I will see you guys later. Actually, there is one more note I want to add before I leave. I actually recorded half of this 2 days ago and half of this today. Didn't do anything last night because I was out actually at Summerfest watching the Yeah Yeahs perform, and just an incredible performance by them. But you already know that if you follow me on Twitter, because I had that out for you guys just to tell you guys a little bit of an update of when my video will be out. So I did mention that in Twitter as well. So when I say we don't have any more learned about the Reagan Mark II in this video, I mean that's true. As far as the trailer goes, that trailer doesn't have anything more than the Reagan Mark II for us. But we do have some more content on it actually. We have new gameplay from it, actually from a couple hours today. There's a couple hour period today where people could actually play with the Reagan Mark II in normal matches, which is kind of awesome. But unfortunately I wasn't able to get any content on it because I wasn't home during that period. I was actually at work, so unfortunately I do not have anything on that for you guys. But if you guys want to find something more about it, just basically just type in YouTube Reagan Mark II, and I'm sure you'll find a ton of stuff on it. So you'll definitely find some cool gameplay with that. I haven't actually gone over it too much of myself. I just figured I'd get home and do this video and post it. That would be up before midnight, but knowing my internet and everything, it probably will be up by midnight, even though it's 7:30 right now. So yeah guys, that is it now, and I will see you guys later with some new Barry content definitely really soon.